Alright, looks like everything is coming up as it should be. Get the pop filter in place. There we go. And put the phone on silent. There we go. Alright. Here we are again. Blizzard did it again. It is currently 5:46 a.m. for me, and while normally that isn't necessarily a time that I'm sleeping or inactive, it is an uncharacteristic time to release content or video content that ties into your properties. But Blizzard has done it again, although this time for a legitimate reason, tying it in with their presentations at Gamescom in Germany. And they have released not a Warcraft video, but an Overwatch short. The beautifully crafted, wonderfully put together, and just endlessly entertaining character shorts for Overwatch. And now they've finally highlighted one of my personal favorite characters. Maybe not a main that I play in Overwatch, I don't play the game too often, but I love the characters, I love the bits of story that they feed us, and D.Va really stands out as a character for me. She's by far one of the youngest characters in the game, and she's unique in her design that she doesn't necessarily fight out of her own combat ability, but with what's essentially a mech. It is a mech. So it gives her a very different flavor, and as far as her character herself, she's a former pro gamer. So a lot of people are younger people and gamers in general are able to identify with her lingo, with her look. You know what? I'm just going to start playing, and it'll explain most of that.
Welcome to another episode of Shooting Star. Today, we set our sights on Busan, home of the esports champion turned ace pilot D.Va.
I play to win.
At just 19, she's become a national hero. Only last week, she risked her life again, defending the city from the Kishinomniks. She and the Mecha squad took a few hits, but they pulled off another victory. Now, D.Va is celebrating with some hard-earned glitz and glamour.
Hey, Hana, shouldn't you be out signing autographs or something?
The hottest spots in the city, eating the finest foods, and hanging out with other superstars. But life wasn't always like this for D.Va.
I wonder what glitz and glamour tastes like. Hey, why aren't we on leave with the rest of the squad? I could use a little glitz and glamour in my life, you know?
It's overrated, Taehyun. This is where the magic happens. It's like how we used to stay up late and work on your hover bike.
You mean the one you wrecked?
Really? You're still mad about that? We won the race.
Yeah, and you almost killed yourself.
Enjoy!
You beat the Kishin. They won't be back for months. You need a break.
I can't stand this thing! I'm hit! I can't.
Hana?
We barely won last time. The enemy is out there, adapting and getting stronger. The rest of the squad, the country, they're all counting on me. If I make a mistake and the Kishin get through us, we lose everything. I need to finish the tests.
Stop putting it all on yourself. It's okay to ask for help.
I've got this. Really.
Command says we're in the clear. But hey, what the... That can't be right. It's too soon.
D.Va engaging. Wait! I see it!
Kicking their butts.
Whoa! These things are fast!
Get to cover and wait for reinforcements!
They won't get here in time!
The last one's heading for the city!
I'm on it! Come on! I can't stop this thing. Taehyun, I need your help.
Really? Okay. Okay, the reactor's getting unstable, so you can't stay out there for too long or you'll blow the whole thing. Weapon systems
Yeah,
are offline.
the
and,
reactor.
the cooling
We could
system is-
overload it, just like the hover bike.
What? Are you crazy? This isn't a stupid race!
I know. If we don't do this, thousands of people will die.
Okay, buy me some time.
Let's do it!
Holding it off with the damn pistol.
I got it! The reactor's going critical. You have 60 seconds until it blows.
That's not fast enough. We'll be in the city.
Hana?
Trust me, Daehyun. I'll see you at the finish line.
Hana! Stay with me, Hana. I'm here. I'm right here.
The city is still in shock after the recent surprise attack. Incredibly, thanks to D.Va, no one was injured.
She stopped the Kishin single-handedly, and authorities confirm she emerged without a scratch. She's currently enjoying some time off to celebrate her victory. In other news,
Oh man, this time off is great, isn't it?
What's not to like? There's delicious food and drinks
Yeah.
and good friends. The kind that are always there for you when you need them most.
Right. And seeing as I helped save the city, how about getting me on the VIP list for one of those fancy restaurants you always go to?
You know, I think you've been watching too many Holovids.
Bravo, Blizzard, once again. So, where to start with this? So, as I said a minute ago, I am not as into Overwatch in the same way I am World of Warcraft. It's a much newer game. The story is much more spread out across multiple different kinds of media, rather than it all being primarily self-contained within the game and maybe a book here and there. So far, there haven't been any Overwatch novels, which is a crime, Blizzard. Seriously, you've got writers, get on that. But what we see of these characters is mainly through little hints about in the customization options of each character, both with costumes, with their voice lines, their sprays, and D.Va especially, out of everyone else, is, as the name would suggest, a diva. She's a celebrity. She's a local hero of Busan, South Korea, where I've been, by the way, but I'll get to that in a minute. And no, not there, not there. There we go. She's a local celebrity. She's a celebrity for the country, a hero, and part of an elite combat squad specifically designed to take down Omnics, aggressive Omnics trying to cause damage and destruction in their city. And she's often been portrayed and perceived by the fans, correct me if I'm wrong, as, well, literally a diva, as being this fame-hungry, attention-grabbing kind of character, born of her days as a pro gamer. Not necessarily a lone wolf or someone who goes out of their way to get the glory kill, but still someone who thrives in the limelight, in the spotlight. And she clearly does, but what this short, what this vignette does, is gives us a glimpse at a different diva. Grease Monkey diva. That's something I never thought I'd see. I figured, like, with any kind of modern combat unit, you'd have a group that was specifically for maintaining their equipment, and then you'd have the pilots, the end users. You'd have technicians followed by dedicated pilots. They don't necessarily get in and run maintenance on their planes or equipment before they take it into battle. It's what someone else's job is for, so they can focus solely on piloting combat. But here we see D.Va does her own maintenance with her friend. This is only the second time I've seen it, so I don't want to butcher the name. But with her friend and companion. And we get a bit of backstory. She and her friend have known each other for a long time, and they used to race together, possibly from their days before her time as a programmer or during, and she can be reckless. She's willing to do anything it takes to win. That competitive spirit and that drive is there and is present. And then, of course, we see the merchandise everywhere, with D.Va's face on it, with the ramen soup, the chips, the drink, nicely substituted with the Doritos and the Mountain Dew that we usually see associated with the character. But this moment right here, where she has those flashbacks to their last combat mission, you see that there is a seriousness to the character that's kind of hidden beneath that outward confidence that she gives off in her public appearances, and in the game as well, where she throws a quip here and there, that she does take her job seriously, that she takes her role as a defender and a protector seriously. And her drive to defend the people that she's responsible for. That was a very nice touch. I was really surprised to see that. It's nice to see that D.Va, through her cockiness and her celebrity persona, that she is a hero at heart. And we get to see that pretty quick when her friend tries to tell her that she should calm down and relax for a little while. The rest of the team's gone. Why should we be too worried about repairing battle damage? And all of a sudden, yeah, something happens. A rogue squad of Omnic mechs, a design that we haven't seen before. Aerial combat, clearly, possibly aquatic with those tentacle things. And then D.Va goes out to face them without hesitation, without a second thought, without calling command for clarification. She assesses the threat, she jumps into action, and knowing she's the only one who can, or is able, she takes the fight to them, and we get to see her mech in action. And by the way, Blizzard logo right there. Blizzard does exist in the Overwatch universe. Kind of inception bit there. But the mech, when we see it in game, it's relatively fast, but it's very much a ground vehicle. This is the first time, at least for me, that I'm seeing it as an aerial combatant, as practically a fighter. And that is really something for me. I was very glad to see it, and seeing her in action, it's quite a sight as she just blasts away these Omnic mechs like they're nothing, with not just with efficiency but with flair, jumping on top of them and blasting it away with her essentially automatic shotguns. Backing up just a second. There we go. Nice call out with one of her abilities from the game itself, the Defense Matrix. D.Va is a tank character. She's meant to be out front to soak up damage and hold the enemy's attention while everyone else kind of spreads out and get into position. She takes damage, of course. She is outnumbered, I think, 8-1 at first. She evens the odds, but then it's down to 3. And that's when the mechs do something that she doesn't expect. They break and get behind. And suddenly she's in a chase. She manages to get the last 2 down, but one makes a turn and heads straight for the city. And she knows she has to stop it, or it's going to devastate a city of millions. It grapples onto her, and now she's desperate. She needs to do something, and she can't do anything else on her own, so she does the only thing she can do. She reaches out to her friend who just minutes ago was telling her that she can ask for help, that she can't do everything on her own. They come up with a desperate plan. They overload the mech's power core, and D.Va tries to hold its attention with a damn pistol. A dinky pistol that apparently does almost no damage to the... Whoa. That surprised me. Didn't mean to do that. Hit the spacebar by mistake. But it stopped on an excellent moment. Holy crap. The determination on her face, let there be absolutely no doubt that D.Va is a hero. The power core is unstable, ready to explode, and she does the only thing that she can do, and ejects. Falling from who knows how high, unprotected, completely exposed, and takes a final shot to knock out her power core and destroy the last mech. And she succeeds and falls into the ocean. We get a bit of tension with the POV shots in the hospital, and then finally the news report saying that she escaped unscathed, but the truth is a little bit a little bit different. She's got clearly a broken leg and arm and more than a few additional scratches, but whole in all. And she's back to work. Although the report said she's enjoying some R&R, she's back at it with a brand new mech, getting ready for the next fight. What's real determination in this character? And it makes me like her character that much more. And I also gotta say, for a near future setting with intelligent talking apes, hamsters that are able to create engineering marvels, cyborg warriors with giant fists, and all manner of exotic and fantastic technology, the tools are still the same. They're still using socket wrenches and Allen keys. Get it. Yep, we got the Allen key. And of course we got another shot of the D.Va energy drinks, the D.Va ramen, and the D.Va chips. All with her signature line, "Nerf this." And a moment of shared appreciation between friends and comrades, with a wonderful wrap-up to the short, and then, of course, the exterior shot in the morning of their ocean-borne base, I guess. Another beautiful short by Blizzard. A wonderful character highlight of one of my favorites. Well done. Just well done, everyone. And a quick sea story to wrap up. On board, I was stationed on board the USS Los Angeles, a submarine, for 7 years. And in that time, my first deployment, actually, we were in and out of South Korea a lot. Although we were stationed in it's been 10 years, sometimes the details fade. Chinhae. We were moored in Chinhae, but one of the closest spots to see the sights, get food, and enjoy liberty was Busan, the city. And it's interesting to see the differences in the Overwatch version of Busan to the Busan I remember. And so it's kind of hard to remember sometimes through the alcohol-induced phase that was Liberty. But for a little while we weren't allowed to go to Busan anymore. Partially because of the behavior of our own sailors, but also because of the behavior of the sailors from the USS Kitty Hawk, an aircraft carrier with a very, very notorious reputation. And word was we were barred from going back to the city because one sailor, in a drunken haze, decided to relieve himself on someone's front lawn. Way to go, guys. But great ambassadorships there. Alright, that's where I'll wrap it up. Thank you again, Blizzard. This was a wonderful video. I can't wait to see more for Overwatch, for World of Warcraft, and whatever comes next. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, follow wherever you find this video. Engagement is how creators like myself find the motivation and drive to keep doing what we're doing so we can grow. I also have a Patreon, so where you can get a bunch of different perks. Everything's in flux as always, but if you want to support so I can continue to do what I do here, please consider supporting me over there. Alright guys, thanks again, and until next time, remember to live, to love, and to play every day.